Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Aven Colony. And on tonight's episode, we are going to be continuing where we left off. Now, for those of you who may have missed the last episode, we did start this level. We did try to start growing it together, and unfortunately, I tried to build things in the wrong order. So I went ahead and came back in here to start this one off. And what it wanted me to do right off the bat was build a solar reactor. So I did that, a solar panel, and then it wanted me to build the food. And doing the combination of the two sent everybody that I had to work for into the food thing. So I'm producing a lot more food. So we're going to go ahead and give it a shot and see, if it will start doing the stuff as we need. Now, as you can see here, there's a lot of stuff left. So I'm going to go ahead and tell it to come over here and do the water is where I want them to go, but I kind of need them to do the habitat for people to come in, and I need them to do the immigration center as well. And I'm really, really low on power. So even though I got a lot of people here, it's not exactly making as many melons as it would otherwise be able to. However, it's making enough for them to do what they need to do. I also did tell it to go ahead and upgrade the construction drone so that it should be a T2, and I'll have two of those guys working. So I almost don't want it to tell it to do anything other than what it does naturally, because whereas I can give high priority to a building, I can't give high priority to an upgrade. And so I can't get it to stop doing an upgrade once once it starts doing a building or anything like that. It has to do it on its own. So if I tell it to do something else, it's going to take away from that. And I really want to get that building done faster so that it can do all the other buildings faster, but it doesn't seem like it's going to work that well for me. So we're going to go ahead and let it do the the fuel over here, the electricity for the thermal generator, because if we don't do that, as you can see right now, we're at 80 electricity demand and we're only getting 38 out of it. So we do have to kind of bump that up a little bit. Food income, it wants us to go to 10 per hour, and we're at -2 per hour. So we're gonna have to jump that up here fairly soon. Let me look. We're gonna do another one here right next door to it as well. 6.8 melons, 8.4. I like 8.4 better than 6.2, so we'll do that one right there. And it's going to get to it whenever it can. Oh, there it goes, finally. It's upgrading its repair drone, or the construction drone, I should say. They also do repairs, so I guess you could kind of call it both of them there. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and upgrade that. 10 per hour, 2.9 now. Now that we got enough electricity, it's definitely going to, it's going to jump up a little bit. Let's see, how much are you guys? Oh, we lost a few people. What are you guys doing here? Immigration center? Yes, thank you. That has to be one of the very first things I need done as soon as possible. Build a water pump. It's building right now. Now, if you do the quest in the order that they want you to do them, it seems like really the best way, and sometimes the only way to go, because you get resources for doing the quest in the order at the time. Like, I guess you can do them out of order, but you won't get the resources until you finish that quest off, is what I'm trying to get at. So that could be the mistake we made the first time around. I am trying to get as much of this done as humanly possible before winter hits, because once winter hits, we really start lowering how much food we take, and it almost goes down to nothing if we don't get people in here. And so I went ahead and used what resources I had, of course, to build the immigration center. People will be shuttling down, probably about 3 per trip, and then the housing, because if they don't have some place to stay, it doesn't matter if you got people coming in or not, they're not going to stay because of that reason. So thankfully, I did get the housing down first. And I didn't build the second of these iron mines. One, because, well, we don't have the workers. And two, there's really no reason to put it down yet, because there's only so much in it. 270 iron in that one, 275 in this one. And we need to figure out how the process of creating nanites out of some of the food that we can mine is done. I don't know how to do that yet. We did try our hand at it on the last mission. I don't think we ever got it to work. So that's going to be something we definitely look at this time around. Okay, so that's finally done. What are they? The dropship is descending. It says 3 new colonists per trip until they start getting some more people in here. Winter approaching. Impaired power generation and food cultivation. So hopefully, what did we get on this? Received reward for completing water recreation. 2 nanites and 6 bread. Well, not a whole lot, but I'll take the nanites and the bread for now. If you look at what you have in storage, you can see exactly how much food we have. 4 porridge, 328 ration packs. Those are what you start the game with. Rice, 27 of it. Bread, 6 of it. And then melons. Melons is what we're growing. So we're growing a fair bit of it. but we still need to grow a little bit more than that. Now, our housing is done. Our immigration center is bringing more people in, and we just kind of have to wait. I mean, it may not be the best decision, but it has to be pretty much the only one we have available to us. If we go too fast and don't fill up those jobs, we keep building stuff, that's what happened last time. And it just becomes this snowball effect of just the whole thing falling apart. And before long, you start seeing death all along the side of the screen there because they are starving to death. You're getting not enough food production for what you have. So we're getting some people in on this one. 3 new colonists per trip. Dropship is ascending, so it's going up to the colony ship right now. It's going to pick up 3 people and then come back down. Now, we are making 1.9 food, but it is winter now, and that's going to start dropping. We're going to make 50% less food during winter time than we normally would. So you need to make double the amount of food during the summer than you think you're going to need, either so that when winter comes, you're breaking even, or that you're slowly losing money or slowly losing food, but it's okay because you built up enough reserve to last wintertime. Immigration vessel docked, 3 immigrants. We're at 117 power demand and 119 electricity is what we're generating. Now, there's still room for more people, and as more people get in here, we're going to create more electricity in the long run. But we just kind of have to wait. We're on speed 2. I don't really want to go too much faster than that because, again, we only have so much nanites. And I guess what it really does come down to is we don't have to spend any more nanites on anything else for the moment. We have everything we need. And if we just wait until all the jobs are filled, then we can build more stuff down the road. And if we decide that, we want a certain building or something along those lines first, it doesn't really matter whether we build it now or later, as long as we have the nanites. And the nanites don't go anywhere once we have them. As far as I know, unless you have your repair drones have that edict where they go off and repair stuff naturally, you're not going to expend nanites for any reason other than when you build something. So I think we're perfectly safe giving it a few minutes to build up. 33% job filled. I like to wait until we're about 85 to 90% of jobs filled before we build anything else. And the main reason is a lot of the time you're kind of misled on what you need and what you don't need because it's not producing fast enough. And it's not producing fast enough because there's not enough employees to produce it fast enough. So once you get those employees, you actually start seeing what your colony is capable of doing. And then you'll know, do I need a second granary? Do I need, a second, power station or a second mining station? Do I really, really want to build that building? Because we're just still not building fast enough. And you can upgrade buildings rather than produce another one, which requires more and more workers. And because it requires more workers, you then need more food and more water and more housing and more entertainment. And so it's better to go with less buildings and less people to produce the same amount of stuff than it is to keep adding more and more, because it's a snowball effect, like I said before, and it really gets out of hand very quickly. So 5 immigrants now instead of 3. And the reason 5 immigrants instead of 3, there's another person working in the immigration center. If we can get that up to 2 more, we'll get 9 every trip. It goes up to 7, and then it goes up to 9. 9 is really nice, especially if you have 2 or 3 of these, then you're getting 18 of them every trip, or more and more and more. And as you get further and further along in the game, and as you can see on this map, we have plenty of space. So once we get the bare minimums of knowing how to build stuff and being able to produce as many nanites as we need down the road from food and research, then I think we'll have a handle on being able to go as big as we want to and create just giant structures. Let's look at the air quality. I only built 1 of those air filters, but everything is about 100%, so that looks good. Crime, probably not so much. I haven't built any of those. I'm not going to build any now, even if it goes up to a really high amount. Housing is still good, 8 out of 36. This one is completely filled, but they don't have to stay there if they don't want to. They can literally stay right across the way at one of the bigger habitats, and there's plenty of room in it. So if they're staying there, it's because they want to be upset, and there's nothing I can do for them. I can't help somebody who wants to be miserable, unless maybe they just can't afford the payment for a place like this, because this does look pretty fancy.
Colony ship, for Pete's sake.
You guys are really, really picky, considering you are on a brand new planet that looks absolutely beautiful. Now, it is toxic outside. There's too much carbon dioxide. They don't have any way of breathing out there, but it's still very, very beautiful. And maybe one day we'll be able to terraform it completely. You guys are jerks. I'm trying my best here, guys. I'm trying my best. Come on, drop it. Okay, we'll go to tier 3 on the time. That's 4 times the normal speed. And you can see them just speeding right by. In fact, if we go into the special, mode here, you can see through the security cameras what's going on here. And you'll see the leaves waving in the background and things going on all over the place. There's not a whole lot for them to do and not a whole lot for you to see at the moment because we don't have any entertainment. If you click on those little dudes, they're not going to really have a lot on them because there's just not much in storage for them to take. Usually you'll see like jewelry on them and things of that sort.
Hello,
like if I click on him right there, he actually has a nice range of stuff. Hey, that can't all be in his inventory.
Man, have you seen those flying creatures around here?
Hi, Governor. What can I do for you?
Yeah, that's not in his. He's consuming, and that just happens to be one or all of that he's able to consume. All right, let's zoom out a little bit. What do we got over here? 5 immigrants coming in. Let's see, 50%. How many people do we have now? 51% of people coming in. How are you guys doing over here? Still not completely full. How about you? Not completely full either. Still not completely full. I think with the two of those buildings, we should be able to get up to 10 on production for food. And it says we're at excellent right now for the amount of food we're getting per colonist. It wants 10 per hour, though, and we're right there, 6.7. Even though it says equal to 27.2 per colonist, still doesn't count as the 10. Plus 11 plus 2 edible crops per hour colonist, 2 greenhouses, 4.5 food hour consumed average. So we're consuming 4.5 food an hour, and we're producing 11.2 edible crops an hour. And so that rounds about out to the 6.7, which is what we have. What do we have? Storage is full. I guess I don't have a choice but to build another storage unit so that we can hold more food. Otherwise, yeah, we're kind of stuck. So let's go ahead and put that here. Our guys will go out there and build it. I didn't really want to do that. I really didn't want to build another storage, but that's something we had to do. We need at least one. I'm not going to upgrade it just yet. We're going to wait on that one. Let's go storage, 1,000 and 5,000. Oh yeah, that's going to give us a little bit of time. And if we ever rack up enough food to stack that out completely, I think we can hold off on producing any more food. I might actually change one of those melons to something else a little less productive. Research center? Yeah, we're going to need to build a research center so that we can start researching how to produce nanites with something else other than... let's do that right there so the road can come out if we so decide to. Wow, that's really expensive. Jeez. Okay, and we're going to need to do a mill down the road as well. Geothermal, energy batteries, Zorium. No, we don't need that. Trade center. Trade center might work too. Mill, 44, and chemical plant, 66. One of these is what we need. If we come in here... Wow, they filled that sucker out really quick. Let me look at jobs filled, 63%, so we're going to still wait before we build anything else. But we can come into research, and the one thing we want to do is this right here. A semi-metallic product of kelkol spores that can be very slowly converted to nanites. And I don't know what they mean that can be slowly converted into nanites. Requires a chemical plant. Manufacturing requires a chemical plant. Well, I know a chemical plant is required to make it into kelkor sludge. I don't know what you do with it after that, but we're going to go ahead and research that because that is definitely something we want.
I'd like to recommend that you increase the amount of residential space in your colony.
Okay, well, we could do that. How many... Capacity, max capacity is 52, total colonist is 52, so we are completely filled up on our housing, so we do need another building, although what we could do is simply upgrade the existing building we have instead of building another one and wasting well, not wasting, but spending more resources than I would prefer to. And we'll upgrade it just one more time, even though I really, really did want to do that. But we do need the space because we're still only at 68%. And like I said, I like to get that up to at least 85. So now we have maximum capacity of 82 people, and we only have 52. So by the time we get up to 82, I think we're going to be good to go. I actually think that's going to be a thing. So let's see. Does it still want me to build another building? Build an apartment? Oh man, it wants us to build the apartment regardless. Well, then we will build the compartment then for him. Or not compartment, but an apartment. That has apartment or compartments in them. Research complete. Let's slow it down. A lot of stuff is going on here. A lot of stuff is going on. I don't want to miss anything.
We have some thoughts on how to best expand your colony.
All right. So in order to expand, we need more nanites faster. We'd like to increase the nanite income to at least 1.5 per hour. Be aware that the iron deposits here are not as rich in mineral as other regions of Aven Prime. You will need to be careful to plan the expansion of your colony to reach the other deposits. Let's see, what about
your
new mission?
colony could benefit from increased storage capacity.
Oh my god, really? All right, increase the storage capacity of hold of your colony, water, and nanites. Build a mini storage department. Okay, so they're asking the moon from all these things. We're going to build the mini storage compartment. Where am I going to put that, actually? Let's put it right smack dab over here. So it's going to be right in here next to all of our stuff. We also need to increase nanites. So we'll do that as well. We'll put that one down. Let me check the air quality, because these things will make the air dirty, and I only have... Where did I put that other one? Was it over here? I put a... Oh, yeah, it's right here next to it. And I don't think that's going to be enough for this one. I doubt it. I could go ahead and do the nanite processing. We'll see if this is enough to get it over that 1.5. I hope it is. 1.5. What are we at? Hours generate 39% complete. So no, not quite enough. Rewards available.
Your progress is satisfactory. I've been authorized to provide your colony with a small reward.
All right.
Choose wisely.
So we can grow our own food. We can get immigrants with enough time. The one thing we're very limited on is nanites on this map. So we're going to go with nanites. I'd rather wait a little bit longer and get those than, or a little bit longer to get the other ones than lose out on those nanites. 4 nanites, 12 pasta, research complete, objective complete, new mission.
A new mission is available.
There's a cargo pod not too far outside of your colony in the field just beyond the 3rd iron deposit. Unfortunately, it is out of range of your construction drones. Place a 2nd construction drone hub in that area. Once you've built the 2nd construction drone hub, select the cargo pod and press the pick up button. Okay, so let's show me where it's at. They want us to grab this one right here. 150 corn, 60 nanites, and 90 rice. We can do that. Let's go ahead and start working our way out there. That is about as far as we can get at the moment. Alright, so what do I need? How much food do I have? I have a decent amount of food. Water is not enough, so I'm going to upgrade our water here really quickly. Get that up to tier 2. I do need to put it down a nanite processor, so we're going to go with a tier 1 nanite processor. I'm not going to go with the big ones on that. We'll do one here. Because I don't want to really fill that spot up right there. I kind of do, but maybe we'll do that down the road with like an air filter or something along those lines. Let me actually check that again. A little bit dirtier. You can remember these were at like 97, 99, 100 earlier, and now they're getting a little dirty. Let's go ahead and close that off. Can I build more out here? No construction drone. Okay, we can fix that. We'll go with tier 1, because I ain't building anything more elaborate than we have to. Let me check the area for resources. Oh, we do got another one right there. Iron deposit. So let's go ahead and build out in this area. Let me check my people too. 68%. 68%. So we have it. It's there, but I'm not going to build on it yet. We don't necessarily have to do that. 1.5 nanites per hour. They just finished building this. There's not enough people in either or of them. Yeah, so there's not enough people in all of these. That's going to go up. That number will go up as time goes on. 64%, so let's give it some time. And we should be able to pick this up while we're at it. We'll finish off one of the quests, maybe not both. Come on, guys. You know you can do it. Let's go up to time 2. Get that going. Ah, there we go. Now we can pick it up. 150 corn, 60 nanites, 90 rice. So we're going to get a nice little variation of different types of food here. What do we got here? Cargo pod acquired. Immigration, 9 people came in. What do we? Objective complete. 5 nanites, 13 soda, and 25. What do we got? New mission?
I'd like to recommend that you increase the amount of residential space in your colony.
It's a good idea to build and support strong communities on the outskirts of your starting colony. Build an apartment to accommodate colonists working on the edge of your colony. Build another apartment. It wants me to build another apartment, so I'm going to have to do it out here. I really don't want to build it out here, especially like right smack dab next to this thing. So we'll put it right here. Because if we do build out here, this is a nice little flat area. And yeah, I want the apartment to be as close to the buildings that we're actually going to be working on. So go up to 2 on that one. I guess it's outside the range. If I had built it right here, it would have been close enough and my other drones would have been able to... Actually, no, they helped out still. Alright, so that works. Let me see, how many people do we have? 70% of jobs filled.
We have a new request for you, boss.
Alright, we need a bit more electricity to sustain the colony's extensions. Make sure your colony has at least 4 solar panels. Build 2 more solar panels of any tier if you have not already. Don't forget to continue upgrading your previous ones. So let's go ahead and slow this down real quick to 1. We're going to come over here and build some more solar panels. I'm going to go with tier 1s to start with. I'm not going to go with tier 2s or anything else. Where do I want to... I guess we'll put it over here. We'll go straight out this way. And we'll go with that. And this. So there's 2 of them. What else was I going to do? We have food going in, right? Food is not as good as it could be. So we're going to upgrade these. And we're going to upgrade that. And I need to look around. Where's the other... There was another energy, wasn't there? Yeah, way over here next to the cargo pod. I have no doubt that is the next area that it's going to want us to go to. We're going to give it a minute before we get there. Don't destroy anything, Lightning. I don't have enough to play around with you right now. That is not something I normally say. I don't really fear lightning all that much. There we go. What do we get? 16 nanites, 42 rations. So we're getting food on a lot of things. 7 immigrants, objective, 14, and 36 candy. 70% of jobs filled. 216 out of my power. 50 potash for potassium and 8 nanites. There's a reward for completing greenhouse mission. Build a greenhouse. Okay, we did that one.
A new mission is available.
The target scale of our colony will consistently rise the demand of electricity. Like most building, the geothermal generator will run more efficiently if you upgrade it. So we need to go ahead and upgrade that. I thought I did already, but apparently not. And it's a good idea to upgrade this anyways, because this is not something that ever runs out. So once you put it down, it takes up the slot, but it doesn't ever run out of energy. So it's fantastic to upgrade that as soon as you can. You just get more energy out of it, and you don't really lose anything in the long run. You do still want to have it fully staffed. It makes a difference. So let's see. Yeah, it's fully staffed right now. We are at 77% filled. And oh, the research. This is what I was going to come in here and do. I'm going to go ahead and tell it to do everything else, because it will go through one at a time and do these.
I've consulted with Commissioner Veronica, and I'd like to make a few recommendations as to how to best serve your people.
Alright, so the geothermal generator and mines in particular will begin to pollute the air without intake fans or air filters. As your guys in the background crack me up. As your colony extends outwards, placing these air quality structures will become increasingly more important. Build 2 intake fans where they are needed most. I really, really hate the intake fans because they can pollute the entire colony if you have a smoke thing come out from one of the other geothermal vents that you haven't capped off yet. But we're going to go ahead and build it. That's the objective. It doesn't say intake fans or the air filters. It says intake fans. So that's what we'll build.
I have a request for you from the inhabitants of the colony.
Okay, so reach 50. Oh, it has reached 50. It wants us to do 100 on that one. So air quality fans. Well, we're going to do them over here where it's going to be the most dirty. So one right there. Actually, I'm going to do both of them over here so I know exactly where they're at. And down the road, I can remove them if I absolutely have to, which I think I probably will. Because there is a, yeah, right over here. And if it starts blowing in my direction, these things will suck them in to the air supply of my colony. And all these people are going to be breathing in that green, disgusting, gooey, yeah, smog type, whatever material crap this stuff is. It's pretty nasty. All right, what do we got here? 16 nanites. We got 17 nanites and 42 candy. 19 nanites and 49 beer. And we got 7 immigration, or 7 guys coming in.
Well done. I'm pleased with the progress of your colony.
Gonna...
You may select one of the following resources.
We're going to go with nanites again. We got everything else in spades right now if we just give it some time. So we need to reach 100 on the population. We can have a maximum capacity right now of 114 people. We only have 75. So that is the next quest they want us to work on.
A new mission is available.
All right, so now it's time to start extending the colony towards the artifact. Let's begin by constructing another geothermal generator on the second steam vent along the lake. Be sure to connect the generator to your colony with tunnels. Be sure to also consider air quality and colonist commute as well. So let's show me where it's at. Oh, there's another one over here I didn't quite see. So that one's going to take a little doing to get out to it. Let's see. Can we build out this direction? I almost want to build that way and then come out and build straight out this way. And then we'll build another one of these things because this looks like the end. No power. Can I build it right here? I can build it right there. Okay, so it's going to take a little while. Maybe one more drone because once this one's done, I'm going to come out to its max range. And I think the max range is going to be somewhere around here. Like, it's just going to be right shy of getting to it. But that's about as close as I could get with just those 2 drones. Now, we will have to put housing out here, I believe. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. We'll put a house apartment. Really, really don't like apartments, but they're cheap. They're cheap, and we don't have a lot of resources to waste. What are you guys trying to get me to build? Build another geothermal? Yeah, okay, so that's what they want me to build, the geothermal generator. And I just can't do it yet. Come on, little dude. You can get out there. Get out there, do your thing. Let me check these things over here. 200 iron on those. 20 iron recoverable on this one. So this one is almost gone. So I am going to go ahead and put down the other mine over here because this one over here is about to end. Now, I'm not going to get to destroy the nanite process, so I'm going to leave that one there because I think it doesn't really matter as long as it's on the map. It may take a little bit longer, but I'll save more money in the long run. Oh, there it goes right there. Processes Kelkol sludge. So if I can start producing that right now, I can start making nanite. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Kelkol Kelkol, where are you at? Right there. Where is a good spot for you? 4.3, 5.9, 2.7. We're gonna go with the 5.9 if we can find that one again. Right there. All right, 5.9 is good, and it's gonna put it in storage. It's gonna build that up, and then it was gonna process it through these things, which is crazy because I don't remember ever seeing that there. I'm glad it's already checkmarked, though, so we can upgrade these if we really want to. And just leaving them wherever they're at is an option. That's something we can do. It doesn't... I don't think they have to be close by, right? Because it's going to all take it to the shipyard anyways. And this is going to help me get back on track and be able to produce what I want without being too worried about it. Now, let me see. How many people do we have? 71% of the jobs filled. We're going to have to slow it down just a minute. Let's see. Kelkor... 50% production available in this location. So this is a pretty nice spot. This is a pretty nice spot out here, actually. Not so much here. It's almost like it likes a little bit of red mixed in with it, you know, but not too much. Like right here, there's a 50%. Where is it at? Right there? Yeah, right there. So right at that one spot. But then it's surrounded by a whole bunch of red stuff. So, yeah, not so sure on that one. Let's click off of that. What do we got going on? Germal, yeah, we gotta work on that. Let me click. Is there a lot of people on that one? 66% efficiency. We'll wait. All right. Anybody working here? There are. So now we can build. Straight out, I guess. We'll go straight out, and then we'll turn. And we'll see how close we can get. Not quite all the way. It's blocked. Why is it blocked? Because we don't have the people? Yeah, we don't have the drone. Oh, seriously, it's like right on the outskirts. I knew that was going to be the case. All right, we'll put that there. There is a another resource out here, another iron deposit, so that should be within range. The cargo pod should be in range. And the potassium, believe it or not, makes a huge difference on your greenhouses. So that's something I probably will come out here and try to snag at the earliest possible convenience that I can do. And then there's 2 more of these things out here, so that is something that we're going to be trying to work our way into. How are you guys doing? 10%, 100% are employed, or 10 people out of 16, I should say, and 100% are employed. How are you guys doing? You guys are still researching things? Yes, you are. 26 out of 66, so there's plenty of people there. Can you build this yet? Yes, you can. See, what? It's in range now, and it wasn't earlier. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not gonna, second guess it. I'm gonna let it be, but we still need this here anyway, so that we can move out a little further. And like I said, we do want the iron, we do want the potassium, and I still don't think this is gonna be close enough to do this whole area. We're gonna need maybe a second one down there, but we're following the quest. The quest wants us to do it, and that's the direction we're going. There is another one over here in this area that would be nice to get if I can afford it, but I need to get that Kelkol stuff going first. So we need a chemical plant to start processing those supplies. If I can find out where we put that. Right here. Chemical plant. Okay, chemical plant. Where do I want this? I want it someplace out here in the boonies so that we can put another hotel out here, a big one, and get these things going. Alright, so this is going to get built. It's going to be dirty, but we already got these things going. I almost want to take these things down the very first moment I get and put down the air filters. In fact, let's take a look around. These guys are all clean. It's this over here that's actually getting a little dirty from this thing, and I never put an air filter over here. That's why. Let's do this. I want that to go straight up. We want this to go straight out, and this to go straight down. And then we'll put some air filters on this side. We'll go with the tier 2 right here. Right here? Or here? Here, I guess, because it's closer. And this is the building. I know this is the building right here that's fogging up the whole place, making it all dirty. Come on, guys, get that done. I need it. We're running out of stuff. How about you? You already out? Yeah, you're out. So let's go ahead and recycle that. And once we recycle it, it's kind of cool because now it disappears completely. There's no rocks underneath it. We can build a road over it, and we'll take that space up with something else that's actually pretty useful for us. How are you guys doing down here? Still building that thing. It's because they're so slow with just one little dude doing it. Minerals exhausted. What about you? Research complete. Research bliss. We're going to the next research center. What are you guys researching now? Intari bread. I never build any of the other stuff. I never make any of the other stuff, I should say. But I should. Let's actually connect these. We've got 2 roads over there. Might as well do that. You guys are building the air filter. Doesn't change overnight. Remember, you got to give it time. You may want it to immediately make this whole area, pristine with the air filter. It does take, I think, maybe about 2-3 minutes before it starts filtering things out. You can see it right here very slowly. The 2 little blocks right there next to it. It has done these 2, one right here and one right here. It's going to slowly move over to these right here. It's at 89 right now. And all of this stuff will be eventually, kind of cleaned out. Same thing with the police. If you look at where the police are, they're 14% crime. We need to fix that, actually. Let me do that. I hate to kind of waste the resources we have. Warning winter approaches. Where can we put this? Let's click this off for a second. I need to see where we might have a little opening. Like right here is a good spot. So let's go ahead and put that down. Now, the cool thing, or confusing thing, I should say, about the... Did I just build a scrubber drone? I did. Dang it. Let's go ahead and cancel that. We need to do a police. The cool thing about the police drone is they will slowly do their rounds, and where they do their rounds is where it's affected. So sometimes they do their rounds way far away from places that actually the building is at, which kind of makes you aggravated because you may have like 3 or 4 police stations right next to each other, and that place will still have the worst crime out of all of them, because once they roam out, they stay out there for a long time before they come back and do their thing. So if we go ahead and take a look at it, you'll see right now it's good over here. He's lowering the crime rate by being in this area, and that's what he does. But he'll slowly move further and further out, checking the areas out here before moving back in. I mean, there's like 12% crime rate over here, so that does need to be fixed. I'm gonna put one there, and we're gonna put one more down over here in this area, and we'll upgrade this one, I guess. Let's go ahead and take a look at our factory, and we're going to go ahead and tell it what to convert. We're going to do calcol sludge, and we're going to see how much that makes. In fact, let's look at our storage and see how much of the spores we have. 312, and it's going faster. So now we have 20 sludge. Let's take a look at what these things are doing. It's synthesizing nanites. Oh, see, it has 40 in it. And it has iron as well they can use. So it is working. Oh my god, we finally figured it out, guys. We finally figured it out. Now, I do not have to worry if I decide that I want to start upgrading some of my buildings and making this whole place a lot better. But as always, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. I am going to go ahead and save it. Just in case, we'll call it something random, because that's how I name my files, so I'll never be able to find them again reliably. And always, guys, this is Aven Colony, brought to you by Mothership Entertainment. It's currently in its paid beta release, $24.99 via Steam or itch.io, and it has 2 tutorials, 5 campaign missions, and 4 sandbox maps. And we are on number 4 campaign right now, so we are kind of unlocking more and more of the story. I hope you guys will join me for the next episode. I cannot wait to see what we're going to be able to do with this game. As always, I'm AC Gamer, and I will catch you next time. Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future, so if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention, and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.